I wanted to talk to you guys about something that's been on my mind this week. I was thinking through life and why it's important and why I get consumed with things. And so last week when we talked about the battle, it really got me thinking. So if there's a battle out there and I'm engaged in the battle of this life, what am I fighting with? What am I going to use to fight evil? And this passage came to me and I got really excited about it. It's in Hebrews 10. Let me read this to you real quick. And I've got a great story that will follow this. It says, "Therefore, brothers, since we have confidence to enter the most holy place, by the blood of Jesus, by a new and living way opened through us, the curtain, that is his body. And since we have a great priest over the house of God, let us draw near to God with a sincere heart and full assurance of the faith, having our hearts sprinkled to cleanse us from a guilty conscience, and having our bodies washed with pure water. Let us hold unwaveringly to the hope we profess. For he who promises is faithful, and let's consider how we may spur one another in love, toward love, and good deeds." So this brought up a story. I don't know if this means anything to you, but Lions fans out there, I want you to take a good look at this. Yes. Unfortunately, this is what we still have to hold on to if you're a Lions fan. If you go to a Lions game, you'll still see number 20 jerseys all over the stadium. I think it's been like 12 years since he's retired. But when I was a kid, Barry Sanders, that was it. In fact, I would watch every Lions game on Sunday as a kid. It was the highlight of my week. So much so, for my birthday, my mom got me a trip to Detroit. They have their practices in the summer. Well, in their summer practice, as a fan, you have an opportunity to sometimes interact with some of the players. So I went full memorabilia like this. I had a shirt, I had a football, all these things, just hoping I'd get the opportunity to have Barry Sanders sign my stuff, right? Now, my sister was with me, my little brother was with me. And we all went down. My mom took us down. I don't know, I was probably 10 years old at the time. So we get down the practice field, and in comes Barry Sanders running through. And I stopped him, said, "Barry, can I have your autograph?" He said, "Not yet, kid. I'll be after practice. You can catch up with me then." We sat, watched their entire practice. Well, halfway through practice, 2 huge buses full of high school football teams came, and they came to watch the practice as well. Well, it created a lot more people. And if you guys know anything about Barry Sanders, he doesn't like to give autographs. He's not a very big person that gives a ton of autographs to his fans, right? So as the whole day was happening and the end of the day came, the players jetted off the field right away, did not spend a lot of time autographing, and sure enough, Barry Sanders just bolted right to the locker room. I was devastated. As a kid, I had built this whole day up that I might have the one shot to meet and have Barry Sanders autograph something. Well, my mom, and she's kind of a mama bear, she came and she stopped by one of the guards and said, "Hey, I know this might be a lot to ask." And these guards, the security guards who are outside the locker rooms and things like that, she says, "I know this might be a lot to ask, but you see, Barry Sanders, when he came running in, told my son he'd try to give him an autograph afterwards. And he went right to the locker room. Listen, is there any way you can take this card and you could have Barry autograph it for him?" The guard looked at her and said, "Well, I'm not supposed to do that. See, this guy, he's kind of like the gatekeeper, right?" He said, "Let me go see what I can do." So he brought the card in, and it came out to me, and sure enough, it had Barry Sanders' autograph on it. I mean, I was ecstatic. My day, that was enough for me, right? So as we were leaving, my little brother, who was 4 years old at the time, starts bawling. And we were all kind of embarrassed because he didn't get to meet Barry Sanders. He didn't get an autograph or anything like that. And like a good little brother, he was putting up a big fuss. Well, one of the assistant coaches, his name was Lynn Fonts, he came out and saw my little brother crying. He said, "Well, ask my mom, what's going on? What's the matter?" She said, "Well, told him the whole story." He said, "The security guards just say that. I tell you what, Barry, he'll be out in about 30 minutes. Stay right up there by that door. That's where all the players come out of after practice. Everyone will leave. You'll have the opportunity to meet Barry himself." Well, sure enough, 30 minutes later, out came Barry Sanders. We literally got to hang out with him for 5 minutes, doing autographs, the whole bit. I was on cloud 9. It was the greatest. You see, that story entered my mind as I read this passage. As a kid, Barry Sanders was that pinnacle, right? I mean, he still is the pinnacle of Lions football. We have that opportunity. The most holy of holies has been made available to you and me. If you notice, there's a part in this passage I want to highlight that I read. It says at the end, because of our access to God through Jesus and His sacrifice, we now have access to the Holy of Holies. Like, to realize what that means, I mean, you can't just get access. Back in the day where the Holy of Holies was in Israel, and as a Jew before Christ was there, it literally only one person could go into the Holy of Holies once a year. Now it's access to all of us. So in light of that, let us consider how we may spur one another toward love and good deeds. So today, I want to encourage all of us, in light of the fact that you, that I, that we have the ability to have the Holy of Holies within us. Just think about that. Let us spur one another towards love and good deeds so that this world can be changed. And that God's story can be written on the hearts of so many more people. Have a great day.